What's up, y'all? So I just want to talk about this today. Too many women are putting their worth in their bodies. It's so sad that a lot of times I go on social media, I got to see all these pictures on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok of women. They just showing off their bodies. They just showing off their bodies and they putting all their worth in their bodies. You see nowadays, you have so many women nowadays, especially young women. They walk around half naked on purpose. They dress very provocatively. They dress where everything is showing. But my thing is, where is your self worth? What else are you presenting to the table? There has to be more to you than your body. You see, there's too much women nowadays to where it's like so many of them are on the same time. So many of them are just acting all alike. It's not like at one point to where you could say girls in one region are acting different than girls in other region. No, it's like so many girls, especially here in America. Many of them are all acting the same. Of course, it's not every woman that's doing it, but I see too many. I see too many women. This like they following this trend. They just put all of their self worth in their body. My thing is like, where's your knowledge? Where's your wisdom? I know you guys are more than just your body parts. You guys can be smart. You can be bright. You can be intelligent. You ain't gotta put all your self worth in your body. You ain't gotta dress half naked just to get attention from men. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that you're gonna lead your way is fornicators. Men who gonna use you for your body. Men who gonna be sexual predators. You might even attract murderers your way. That's what dressing like that attracts. You're not gonna really attract no good men like that. Because good men do not want those type of women. A real godly man not gonna want a woman who just dressed where everything's showing. No. They gonna want a real modest, classy woman. Like, I see too many women nowadays to where they're spiritually dead. They could take all these pictures of their body. Take all these pictures of them showing off everything. But my thing is, what else can you bring to the table? Because at the end of the day, looks fade. Looks fade. Looks is not gonna last forever. You see, you might look nice in your 20s. You might look nice in your teenage years. You might look nice in your 30s. And even up to early 40s. But there's going to come a time to where God allows you to live this long. When you hit 70, 80, 90, God's per life, you're going to start to develop wrinkles. You're going to start to develop wrinkles. You're going to start to get baggy eyes. You're going to start to have your skin fade. You're not going to look how you used to look in your 20s and 30s. Your looks are going to start to deteriorate. That's why you need to bring more to the table than just a nice face. There's more to you than just your looks. You can be intelligent. You can dress classy and still get a good husband. You can be modest and still have a godly husband. You don't have to do what so many other women are doing in society. You ain't gotta follow them. Because many of these women who these women are trying to imitate, many of these women don't even have husbands. Many of them don't even have long-lasting relationships. Look how many celebrities in Hollywood who dress immodest. They dress provocatively. How many of them really keep relationships? Even the ones that do get married, a lot of times they end up getting divorced just a few years later. They can't even keep a stable marriage, but yet they trying to tell you guys about relationships. Imagine that. Listen, guys, a lot of you women, you guys are more than your hair. You're more than your body parts. You're more than your butt. You're more than your chest. You can be intelligent. You can be bright. God did not just create you to just be showing off your body to every person, going online thirst trapping for attention, thirst trapping for likes and views. No, you can be more than that. And it's not just the women, man, but a lot of you men, you guys are just as bad for encouraging these women. Because a lot of you men be the same ones paying for these OnlyFans and looking at these women's pictures and liking them and commenting them and, going after these women and thirsting after them. No, y'all are just at fault too. Y'all should really speak wisdom into these women and tell them that, they more than just their body parts. They can be something else. They can be intelligent. May I tell you something? Real women who are intelligent, who got knowledge and wisdom, who are modest and classy, they will always be able to get a good husband. They will always be able to get a godly husband. A real God-fearing man, a real Proverbs 31 woman will always win in the end. Because not only is she not following the world, but she got God on her side. And she keeping God's commandments. And she knows not to follow the crowd. May I tell you something? Following the crowd, it's just going to leave you nowhere in life. That's why you see so many stories nowadays of women who are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. And yet they still can't even get nobody. They still have no husband, no kids. But it's like some of them wasted their young years away. They could have had they had so much opportunity to get good men. They had so much opportunity to get married and start a family and get a real God-fearing husband, but yet they chose to live for a world. They chose to go on they chose to follow the world and go on their own path. Now many of them are reaping the consequences of their actions. That's you gotta realize. A lot of the stuff that so many women do nowadays is not worth it in the end. Because at the end of the day, you just showing off your body online for views and attention. When you get older, when you hit your 40s, 50s, and 60s, and you start to get wrinkles and gray hair and all that, guess what? Another younger woman is gonna come and take your place. Now, what else do you have left? Because your body not gonna be as firm as when you're in your 20s. You're not gonna be as strong or nice looking as you probably were in your 20s. So what's gonna happen now when the young women start to take over and people not really pay attention to you no more? What else? You won't have nothing else to offer. There's like so many women nowadays. Like once you get past their body, once you look past their looks, once you look past their beauty, we have to look at what else do they have to offer. And when I'm talking about offer, I'm not talking about this, this thing that's going online with these men who are doing this, men going their own way, and these passport brothers and high value men talk about what women bring to the table in terms of materialistic stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about real things that God cares about. Like you have a relationship with Him. Like you having wisdom. You having knowledge. Let me tell you something. As a man, especially as a follower of Christ, I like women who are set apart. I like real Proverbs 31 women. Women who are set apart. Women who don't follow the crowd. Women to where everybody else is dressed immodest and they dress modest. Everybody else is following after celebrities while they at home reading their Bible, reading a book, gaining knowledge, gaining wisdom. Everybody else is wasting time while they're using their time to do something productive, like start a business, like to go invest in something, like to go get another job, to go back to school. I like progressive, real Proverbs 31 woman. That's my type. A real God-fearing man, he gonna think like that. But you see, a lot of these women, they dress like that. They dress immodest, and at the end of the day, they start to complain that all they keep attracting is no good men. Oh, there's no good men in society. Oh, there's no good men around. Oh, I can't find nobody. All these men are bad. All these men are trash. No, that's not the issue. Cause number one, what you're doing is you're speaking curse over yourself. Cause now you're saying all men are trash. Now you're putting it in the atmosphere. Now it's gonna be hard for you to a real God-fearing man because you put negative words in the atmosphere. Like the Bible says, life and death is in the power of the tongue. What you speak is powerful. You can either speak life or death over yourself. So that's number one. Number two, it's not that all men are bad. You gotta look how you present yourself. You see, a real God-fearing man and a real decent man, he's not gonna deal with no woman who dresses with their attire of a whorish woman. We're just gonna keep her blunt. We're gonna keep her simple. We're gonna be all the way honest. You see, a lot of people like to say, "Oh, don't judge me. Thou shalt not judge." But let's be honest. We all judge to some extent. When you see a lion, if you saw a lion walking down the street, you're not going to say, "Oh, I wonder if this lion is going to be like the other lions that eat me. Oh, let me go walk past it and just see what happens." No, you're going to probably go across the street or run away. Same thing, if you saw somebody walking towards you and they had a hood over their head with a knife in their hands, you're not going to say, "Oh, I'm just going to walk past this person. Thou shalt not judge. They good. I'm not going to say nothing." No, you're going to cross the street, you're going to call the police. So let's not be hypocrites. People are going to base you based on how you carry yourself. And if you wear the attire for harlot, if you wear the attire for Jezebel, for Delilah, people are going to group you in with those type of women. It don't matter if you say you're not like that. It don't matter if you're just saying that you're doing it because your friends are doing it, because everybody's doing it. That's just how people are going to group you. You see, we need more smart, intelligent women, more God-fearing women. That's what type of women we need, man. Too many harlots are walking around. Too many immodest women walk around. They all dressing, many of them are dressing the same. They all dressing piercings everywhere, half naked, showing off their body online for views and attention and clicks. Man, that stuff is that stuff is lame. That stuff played out. Different than the millions of other women that's doing that. Nobody gonna really take you serious. A lot of men just gonna use you for their pleasure and go about their business. I'm just keeping 100 with you. We need more God-fearing women, real smart women who are gonna bring wisdom. A woman who's smart, man. That's something that you don't just. A real smart person who really know their stuff, man, that's not something that you just see like that nowadays. Because you have too many sheep walking around. Now, when I say sheep, I'm talking about both men and women. They just follow what everybody else is doing. They just follow what society is saying. Society says this, they follow it. Society says go down this road, they follow it. Many people don't even check nowadays to see what they're following and what it's about. People just be like, many people are just sheep. They just do what many other people are doing. But nevertheless, guys, we need more smart, intelligent women. And when I say smart, intelligent, that's what makes it clear. I'm not just talking about education. Because I've seen women who got bachelor's, master's, and PhD, and yet they still dress like harlots. They still no different than the girls at Instagram OnlyFans showing off their body for views and attention. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about real wisdom and knowledge that come from God. Real wisdom and knowledge I could teach you that no professor can teach you. Put you onto some game life lessons that no college professor, no high school teacher can teach you. That's what I'm talking about. Real wisdom and knowledge that comes strictly from the Holy Spirit. That's what type of woman we need. We need more God-fearing woman, man. We need more Proverbs 31 woman. Cause when you got a Proverbs 31 woman on your side as a man, you never fall. Cause that woman loyal to you. Not only she loyal, but she God-fearing. You will never fall. You always win in the end, man. A lot of you men need to realize that and stop chasing after these Jezebels. Stop chasing after these harlots and these Delilahs. Cause they lead to your destruction. They have no good ending. They gonna either give you stress or they gonna end up dumping you and going to where somebody else. You're gonna always lose in the end. You gotta understand that as a man, you never gonna win. You're gonna always lose. So it's best to, follow God, see what the Most High God say, and study the Word, and know the qualities of a Proverbs 31 woman, know the characteristics of a Proverbs 31 woman. So when you see a Proverbs 31 woman, you know that when God sends her your life, you can't let her go. You know you can. Well, you can't destroy the opportunity because a real Proverbs 31 woman, they don't come around that often. The Bible says, "Who can look for and find a virtuous woman? For her price is like rubies." Who can find a virtuous woman? They're not just walking around in bundles. You're not just gonna see them every street corner. No, they a special type of woman that you just don't find so easy. And when that Bible verse was written thousands of years ago, just imagine now in today's society, in today's Sodom and Gomorrah society in America. Just imagine that now. It's getting more and more difficult. But guess what? With God, you will never lose because God will always lead you to the right people. The world worry about all these partners and there being no good partners and all that. No, we're followers of Christ. We know that God will always lead us to our victory. God will always lead us to what's best for us. With God on our side, we'll never lose. So you ain't got to worry about, oh man, a Proverbs 30 woman, I wonder when I'm going to find her. No, you don't worry. God will do everything in his time. God's timing is perfect. If you see my last video, I made a video about that. God's timing is perfect. When you on God's timing, he gonna always bring you things at the exact right time. He gonna bring you things at the perfect moment. And God's time, you always win. But nevertheless, guys, I hope this is a message of great encouragement onto you, especially to all you women. You ain't gotta show off your body and do all that for views and attention. You can be blessed. You can be a blessed woman of God. You can have intelligence. And that's far more important than them girls online who are showing off their body and for views and attention. You've surpassed those girls because they got to rely on physical appearance. And like I said, when their physical appearance fades when they get older, what they going to do? But you see, when you got a great mind, you got a great personality as a woman, even when you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, God spared your life that you lived that long. Your husband will still love you, even with those wrinkles and gray hair all over you. You know why? Because he just loves more than your looks. He loves your soul. He loves your personality. He loves everything about you. He loves your mind. So that's what you need, not just physical appearance. You don't need somebody who will love you for who you are. Love your characteristics about you. But nevertheless, guys, take care and have a blessed day.